All right. What did I do? I think I have done something. God, I've cleared off that stuff. Oh gosh. Okay, thank God I have it here. Okay. Okay, I want to use this price action to explain it. It's very, very nice here. You can understand it very, very properly. You can get it properly from this chart, particular price action. Now, I want to apply it on this price action here, right? And this is 4 hours time frame. This is 4 hours time frame. Now, the first thing is the POI visible. This is the place I'm targeting as my POI. If you look at it, you see that I can also use this. For example, I can use this also as my POI. Now, let's say I'm using this also first. Now, look at it. You see that I want to use this green candle. This is buy candle to sell. Buy to sell. It's clear, right? Buy to sell. That's the first rule. Now, the first rule is our time frame should be more than 15 minutes. At least 15 minutes time frame. This is 4 hours time frame. So I've passed that one. Now, the next question says that is the POI an engulfed ASTB? Now, this is the candle I want to use as my POI, and it's an engulfed ASTB because BTS this time around. It's a buy to sell candle. So you can see it. It's a buy to sell candle. Now, did it break the structure? Did it break anything? Yes, it broke the structure. Look at the structure here that I broke. See, it broke the structure here clearly. Right. So this passed the second test. Now, you remember I already told you that what's happening at the top here doesn't really matter. In as far as engulfing the body, that's all you need for the top. But from the bottom of it, it has to engulf everything. So let's just bring the chart to this side like this, for example. Right? Okay. That's number one question. Does the POI break structure? Yes, it does. We have a POI here. We have a POI right there. So that's yes. Does the POI have interaction? Where is the POI coming from? Yes, it has, because right from here, we had break of structure here, and we have another, though this is not a valid set to buy candle, but it's also a form of resistance. We have a form of supply at this point. Though it's not a valid POI, but it gives a form of supply, right? This is supply. This little doji candle to supply. This week above here is a supply. So this is a huge level of supply that is reacting to. So you can see it's reacting to that. That's what gives us this. So it will be the second one. The fourth question, does it have interaction? Now the next one is the POI or area a liquidity grab? Yes, as you can see, we clear this liquidity here. This is like an equal high. If you go to lower time frame, you see that this price action here is like this price action here is a liquidity sweep. If I go to like 1 hour time frame, you see clearly there. So you can see right? So clear the liquidity here. Clear the liquidity here. So let's go back to where we that first time. So clear that liquidity here. So it will be the next this particular question. Liquidity graph, yes. Now, does the POI have inducements? We cannot say that yet until price begin to return. So let's see the return on it. On this particular time frame, this move up did not show any POI, any liquidity sweep. So we may be expecting it to come back. This cannot be the liquidity that sweep for proper fall. You understand? But let's say I will go. Right, it's coming back to it. Right, never sweep liquidity. No inducement, sorry. Never, probably on lower time frame. I don't know. If you go to lower time frame, let's check lower time frame, like 1 hour. Let's see if there's liquidity sweep. Actually, there's no liquidity sweep. No liquidity sweep. It just went straight. Let's check 10 minutes. Actually, there's no liquidity sweep. Went off straight into it and got rejected. But what is most important is that when price got back into that zone, if we choose this to be our, let's say we choose this to be our POI, price came into it, and it depends on your entry strategy. I'm not going to talk about entry strategy today. I just want to talk about this POI selection. You understand? It depends on your entry strategy. If you are the kind of trader that enter with aggressive entry, you don't want any confirmation. Once you see your POI formed, you just place your entry on discount, something like this. That is very risky anyways, because price can just blast through it. Just have it like this. You have your stops there. You understand? Then you target this BOS, previous BOS, that's this. That's your TP1. Then your TP2 can be the next low here. Understand? So that's that. Okay, now, so if you are the kind of person that trade this way, probably you are going to get in. But if you're someone that use, well, until you go to, if you go to lower time frame, I can say you have a entry, depends on your entry, and oh gosh, I've made a mistake. They cannot, okay. How can I find this place again? Can I find this place? How can I find this place? Just a moment, please. I can't find that particular place again. I lost it. Shouldn't have gone to that one time. Or just look for another place that we can use, for example. Just a moment. 2. Here we have. All right. Okay. So if you are using aggressive entry, then this is going to serve you right well, because you are going to get tapping perfectly, and it's your take profit perfectly. That's not what we are here to do today. Here's just today, we want to talk only about POI. We're talking about POI. So now look at you. It went perfectly well. Now let's look for another one. Every question was answered. Now the next one is that after the liquidity grab, does it have inducement? No. But I told you earlier that the inducement is an extra confluence, so it does not have an inducement. Now number 7 is the POI in the premium or discount. Yes, if you look at, we have a kind of supply, huge supply here, like here, like this. So you can see it. That is it. This pullback here. I will do another video on premium and discount so that you understand it very, very well, but not today. So it's definitely into premium of this pullback. So yes, it's in the premium or something. Now you want to sell at premium, you want to buy at discount. We'll talk about all these ones later in a separate video. But yes, that is correct. And again, that is an extra confluence. You don't have to be, what's happening? Why is Bitcoin spiking, going down? Sorry, it's distracting me. I mean, it's short straight. Bitcoin is just being crazy. Okay, let's proceed. So that's that. And you see how it went very well. Went perfect. All right, let's see the next one that I have. Now, if you break this low, this is the latest low now. If you break this low now, we create a BOS, we begin to look for another POI. Now let's just see. We came back into this former POI again. If in case you miss this opportunity here, give you another opportunity to shut it down to this point. You understand? To shut it down from here, you go to lower time frame and look for entry and shut it down to this point. You understand? You can take it a little bit below here because you're expecting this low to be taken because of this one that was this BOS that we had here. Now let's see how it goes. That happened perfectly. So we have another BOS at this point. Right? Now, since we have BOS, we begin to look for another POI. Right? Now, this is a clean POI. This is another clean POI. So you can see it. This red candle cover all the body of this small green candle. So this is a buy to sell candle, and it is fully engulfed. We are not concerned about what's happening above. You understand? So it's a clean one. And it did not have a liquidity grab, no problem. It's just an extra confluence, right? Then improve structure. It has interaction. It's interacting with this our former POI, our former supply zone, right? It's reacting to it, so it has an interaction. Liquidity grab, no. POI have inducements. We don't know yet. Is it in premium or discount or something? Yes, because this will move up. This move up from share to share. See demand zone, supply zone. So now if you check the discount premium of that, you see that it's in this premium area. I want to short at premium. So yes, that is right. Now let's see if we'll be having an inducement. Okay, we already have this for an inducement. So yes, we have an inducement. So we have this, and we'll be expecting price to clear the liquidity here into our zone. This is our zone right here. This buy to sell candle, that's our zone right there. That's our POI. So now we have inducement. The only rule that is not met is the liquidity graph at this point and its extra components. So let's see. Yeah, we clear the liquidity here, and we'll tap into our POI. So if you go to lower time frame, you have your entry here. We would still talk about entry model. Don't worry about it. Don't worry yourself. I just don't want to go off context of this particular live stream. So your 90 profit will be here, right? Since we'll be expecting some reaction at this point, you can take your TP1 here and TP2 here, right? Yeah. Then anything that makes it go outside of this POI, then that means probably you are going to be having change of trend, manipulation, whatever it is that's happening. You don't care. You are wrong already, and you want to just take the loss and wait for the next trade, right? So that's where your stop loss will be. You can only give it a little room to do it if you want to. So you see, then we have it there. Even give a second entry, give a third entry before finally what dropped. So that is it. Let's look at, we have another one here again. We have BUS. This is BUS here now. And we have another POI. So you can anticipate price to come back to it. Now let's check. Did this obey all the rules? The first rule says that it must be on 15 time frame, higher time frame. The time frame higher than 15 minutes. Yes, this is 4 hours. Now it must be an engulfed buy to sell or sell to buy candle. This is buy to sell candle and it's fully engulfed, as you can see. Does it break structure? Yes, it broke structure here. Yes, it broke structure here. Does the POI have interaction? Yes, it's interacting to this zone here, right? It is having an interaction. Now, is the liquidity graph area? Yeah, declare some liquidity here. Let me just remove this. We have some liquidity here that is cleared, right, by that candle. So yes, this. So this is our valid POI. Does the POI have inducements? We don't know yet. Is it in demand or premium or discount of something relevant? Yes, this premium or discount of this rally. Now, let's see if price comes back to it. So it's okay, price never come back to it, which is fine. And price has not made a new low, a break of structure. So all this time we will not be doing anything. We'll just be there watching. Or else if you want to go down to a lower time frame and play around this price action shape, understand? But the safest thing to do is just to watch, right? It's either it breaks this low, we have break of structure, then we begin to look for our POI for shorts, or it breaks this place and we have a change of character and begin to look for POI for a long, right? So that's it. I think that's the example I have for this. Right, the next example I have is on NASDAQ. It's also the sale opportunity. You understand? Now break this demand here, like this, like a pullback, move up, pull back, move up. So we have that break here, and that makes us start looking for the POI for a sale, right? So now look at the POI here. This is the green candle, the buy to sell candle, as you can see. So now we'll be expecting price to come back into this point. Now look at, let's check our questions. Number one, POI visible 15 minutes. Yes, this is 1 hour time frame. Is the POI engulf STB or BTS with imbalance? Yes. Covers it all. Yes, imbalance. Does the POI break structure? Yes, we have a break of structure. You can even see this is a break of structure, and this is also a break of structure. Does the POI have interaction? Yes, it's interacting to this demand zone. What's it called? The supply zone shape. This one. That's what it's reacting to. Yes. Is there liquidity graph? Yes. This is a liquidity graph. Clear all the liquidity above this place. And that's liquidity graph. We have a liquidity graph. Does the POI have inducements? I believe we have something here for this one, but let's check if there's some more inducement. Then is it in POD or something? Yes, it is pullback here. Let's say from here to here is a pullback. So you can check for the P and D. Definitely, yes, it's inside the premium area of that. So let's see what happens next. Yeah, we have break of structure here. If you don't want to use this internal break of structure, then you can also use this external break of structure clearly, right? Now we have already liquidity to sweep. All these are liquidity to sweep, right? So into our POI. So this is value POI. Depends on the kind of trade entry you use. If you use an aggressive entry, you can place your buy in the discounts or premium. Depends on how you want to do it. So this is like that. And you target this low here. That's what you target. And let's see how that goes. Right? You tap into it. And off we go. As you can see. So that's it. You even created another inducement at this point, giving us more reasons to look up to that POI. We have another liquidity to sweep here for inducements. Look at it right here. For inducement into this, then before we sell off. All right, so that'll be all for now. If you have questions, you can drop them on the group chat. I would justice to it. I believe I've got every aspect of it, and I hope you all enjoy it. Thank you for your time, and have a wonderful weekend. Bye. All right. Before I go, I want to show you my last shots on my running trade. Currently running on profits. I want to show you why I place it in the midnight when I wake up. Let me just let me just come here. It's simply these concepts that I used, but I use 15 minutes time frame. All right. Yeah. You see that this was my POI, my point of interest at this point. See, this green candle was fully engulfed by this and it broke structure. So we have a break of structure here. We have a break of structure at that point, right? So that's the first rule. And the second rule is the POI engulf? Yes. Does the POI break structure? Yes. Does the POI have interaction? Does it have interaction? No. I can't see what it's interacting with. The only thing I see here is this demand at this point. Is this level at this point, and it slightly broke it. If you go down to a lower time frame, you see that there's something here. Let's go. You see, there's something here at this point that it reacted to. And there's also one at this point that reacted to. So yes, I can say it reacted to something. All right. Then what's next? Is it a liquidity graph? Yes, because it's a little bit higher than this previous candle. So clear all the liquidity above this candle here. So that's yes, it's a liquidity graph. Does the POI have inducement? Yes. It later created an inducement here, right? And sweep it into my entry. And that's why I have that trade. It's a scalp trade anyways, I already hit TP on it. But I have my TP2 running. I'll show it to you all on the group chat. So I use that as my POI here. And because it happened at the night, so I just placed the trade and went to bed. Yes, I placed the trade and went to bed. So I did not use any entry strategy. I just use risky entry, which is I entered from here and my stop loss directly above here. So my entry was around 2,300 thereabouts. I think I entered at 2,000, 29,279. That's where I entered from. Maybe I consider this because of, I don't know, because of, what's it called now? Sometimes price gets aggressive and to not even get to that point before I move. So that's why I have it there. And I target this piece for a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio, TP1. So I entered around here. I entered around this point, thereabouts. Then I went to bed. So we already hit TP1 and TP2 is also loading. So that is it. That's just the concept. You can use it on any time frame, but it's more accurate if you use higher time frame. You understand? That's just the difference, right? That's it. Thank you very much, and enjoy your weekend.